All right, so as you see here in the title, Laponier, the individual who originally posted Kuroto's new run in Discord, he also created a TAS video using the new methods, and it's down to 1036, insane. And he does a few things in here differently than Kuroto. I think he kind of perfects it, as well as some things that in general we just had no idea were possible. So let's just watch it and kind of see how it goes together. I'm really excited for the newer findings for this game because it's going to really shake up the leaderboards. I think it'll bring people back that were kind of elsewhere, including me. Been doing a lot of in real life things, and I think this is a good time for me to jump back into Kingsfield speedrunning. Okay. Oh, he does a lot of straight boosts too. As you can see, those are actually really hard to land. I don't know the specifications of it, but you just have to be like perfectly straight in order to get a straight boost, and it almost is just never worth it for how long it takes to really line up. There's a few occasions in 3J speedrun that actually make it worth it, but in this game, you know, unless you're doing tasks or unless you're trying to shave off a second or two, you know, it's not really necessary. I don't know if the world record will ever be so close that you need to be taking those risky strats. But it is cool to watch. It actually kind of comes in handy. Typically, we drop the bridge down and we kind of look away because it lags a little bit if you don't. And then when the bridge comes up, we cross. But in the TAS, he just straight boosts across it, which I didn't even know was possible. Also, keep in mind, there's a little icon right here on the map. That's his character. They kind of showcase where they're going. So he's buying here, and then he's going to go copy the rhombus keys, which is in line with Kuroto's new route. The individual who actually came out and discovered the glitch that's used now that would allow this run to be 10 minutes long. Down into the mines, do the out of bounds. And it's funny because I had recorded this. We were almost to the very end, and then I realized my audio was muted. So here's the out of bounds, flawless, obviously. It's not too difficult of an out of bounds. I think it just kind of depends on what hardware you're using. Now he's going to collect some arrows, which will be useful for the final fight. Which will be crucial to the new route as well. In the old route, we used spells. But I think we're going to retain the old route and kind of just separate the leaderboards maybe into any percent being this, and then maybe any percent no warp or no save warp, something like that. I think that would be best. And that would also bring, I think, a lot of the old runners back to want to get their name on those leaderboards as well and kind of see how they compare. That's the hope, anyways. A lot of straight boosting. Now the routes kind of become not necessarily about leveling up and getting the proper equipment to take on the Colosseum, because that was kind of the main boss there. The final boss was Gyra was never really the main concern about the run, simply because you don't, once you get to Gyra, you can take care of Gyra as long as you're careful. I guess shaving that time down is difficult, but like the Moonlight Sword is what you use. So you don't even need to get equipment for Gyra. Also, using the arrows to damage him was really cool. I believe that's his level up method instead of using the Kraken. Which I think may be only optimal with the TAS because of the arrows. I think on a normal non-tasked run, you're going to want to use the Kraken. Okay, so he's setting up the glitch now. He's going to save here. This is so cool. I've never seen the TAS video for a run that I actually did or do. Okay. He's still working to line this stuff up. He's going to find a loading zone here. You'll see the lag that happens. There. Many menus. Then we're loading the second file. Second save he had made. Now he's out of bounds, but if you follow that little diagram over there, you can see he's out of bounds there. Little green dot moving. He's going to jump inbounds. And this allows him to bypass, just like the Kuroda run. He's bypassing having to fight Tarn and all the melting everything. Okay, inbounds. He's going to use the straight boost too again. He's going to make use of the straight boost coming up. Typically, again, we have the bridge. I don't necessarily know if this route's possible without TAS, because it requires straight boosting in a few spots that are possible but aren't probable. Okay, saving again. So right now he's outside the Coliseum. Coliseum doors are to your left. So he's going to save and then reload the save. Now he's going to find another loading zone, because that's crucial to how this glitch works. Obviously the save points are also crucial. And here's that, see that straight boost there? That's the only way that this works, is that straight boost occurs there, because there's no other way. So I think that's why the other way is faster. Okay, so you waited for that lag spike to happen. And then when you load the file, you'll see. So when he reloaded the save, it teleported him past the Coliseum, past everything, straight to the final area where the demons are outside, but he obviously just went right past the demons. And then how the TAS does the final boss fight is ridiculous. It's not too far off from reality. It's just the speed at which he does it is what makes it a TAS. Like this. So how we're going to be doing typically is we will be firing arrows at these bits. He kind of just lobs them away. Nice. Maybe we'll get to a point where we can do it like this. I think he even crosses over, yep. Moonlight Sword, climbs up. And that's that. And actually, you see he went a little bit left. If you cross that zone where there's darkness, it's actually a dead spot. Like you die. you go a little too beyond where the drop off is, like right here. See this up here on the top part of the screen? If you cross over into this, even if you're just going over it, that is a kill zone. So I do think there's some leeway, or else you wouldn't be able to shimmy around Gyra like you do. But that's the task. And they do it insanely fast, and it shows us, you know, what is the most optimal run would look like, but it's kind of optimal beyond human capabilities because of the straight boosting, but I'm not complaining. It looks insane. I love it. And that's I'll have a link to the original video, and yeah, I'll just let the rest play out. Thanks for watching.